Welcome back, Kryptonians, to the Chart Experts continuing coverage of Bitcoin and the crypto charts. Okay, so for the last year or so, we've been telling you that this market is very likely to move back up strongly higher. As you know, we told you at 15K that this market was very likely being accumulated for a move higher. And we told you consistently that all this level below 25K was very likely to be whales accumulating the market. Okay. And the proof is in a pudding, so to speak. And we've seen this market move strongly higher, all the way from 15K up to roughly 32K. Okay. And now those same analysts mostly that were telling you that 15K was likely to give way to 12K and 10K and so on. They are again telling you that that this market is likely to break down further from its current level at 26K, probably because they did not buy at 50K, right? And they desperately want you to sell to them, and they want that price to move back down to 15K. Okay, right. So we have been telling you very clearly this market is likely to move higher, partly because we have very complex price analysis models that take into account all sorts of different forms of analysis, and but they're a little bit too complex to cover here. So I'm going to try to keep it simple as always, and so let's cover the story of the chart here. We know that we are in the middle of, or some would say at the end of, a clearly bullish trend, which started at 15K and has gone all the way up to roughly 32K. Okay, so that should be a trend indicator for you. Okay, so I'm going to just do this just for simplicity's sake. Okay, just so that you know what you're in the middle of, because it's very easy to take your eye off that. Okay, that's basically all buying. Okay, now we've split up the buying into whales, breakout traders, and retail traders, so that you can understand what's happening within all of this buying. Okay, and the fact that we've split it up helps you to understand why this consolidation took place and why price went lower and why it's likely to break out strongly higher from henceforth. Okay, so I'm going to explain that part of it so that it's very clear to you. Yeah. Okay, so when price moved higher above 25K, what you would expect to see is for breakout traders to now place buy orders in this region here. Okay, and more specifically in this area here, which is just above the breakout level. Okay, and so price went lower to meet those orders, and then when that supply had finished, price moved higher. But it appears as though there was not enough supply to meet the demand of breakout traders. So what happens there is price comes back into this area for them to accumulate. Okay, but something else happened which is interesting as well, because on certain exchanges price went lower into this area here, okay, which suggests that whales also wanted more Bitcoin supply, okay. And how that was played is whales allowed breakout traders to enter the market, might have even encouraged it, allowed retail traders to come into the market, and then that is their new supply zone, should we say. So this is now all supply, okay, whereas they may not have had enough supply here previously. So what did they do? They allowed supply to be created, and the retail traders may have placed their stops below that level that in which they entered, so below 28,800, okay, below the area where breakout traders were accumulating. And if you go into the daily chart, you'll see this a little bit clearer. But a lot of their stops for retail traders have been there or below that last weekly candle, okay, which they were not expecting to be hit, let's face it, okay, because retail traders generally are the small fish that get eaten, okay. Right, so just so that it's clear to you, let's draw a little diagram for you, and we're going to go like this and like that, and we're going to go like this and like that, and then we're going to go like this and then like that, okay. And let's just draw that there and change that one to blue, okay. Right, okay. So basically the way the market works, as we've indicated very strongly, is that whales eat breakout traders and breakout traders eat retail fish, and whales eat everybody. Okay, those jaws basically gobble up everyone else, okay. So when price moved higher, that created that supply of retail traders, and breakout traders are now in the market, and because they set sell stops, and because market makers and whales know where those sell stops are, effectively when their sell stops are run, which they were when price went below that 28k level and below that 26k level, and on certain exchanges below 24,700 or whatever it was, effectively that supply that had been created sold to whales, okay, sold to whales when price went below 25k, okay. So this played out, and effectively the whales gobbled everyone up. So this was all basically gobbled up by whales, okay, right. So now this takes away, by looking at the market this way, it takes away the mystery of what's actually happening with price, okay, right. So now you know that what's likely happening with price, I'm just going to take away a lot of these annotations. Okay, so now you know what's happening with price. You should have a clear picture of what's likely to happen next, right? So now what most likely will happen is that breakup traders in general will be afraid to enter this market, and they will be afraid unless and until 29k is exceeded in price. Okay, so once that last weekly candle has been exceeded in price, and most likely up there, right? So once that level has been exceeded at 29,600, I think it is 29,600. Once that's been exceeded, then all of these traders will likely recognize that, oh, wait a minute, that was just a fake down higher in price, and in fact the market is looking bullish again. Okay, until that price level is exceeded, they will still be in the camp that all price could go down further, right? But for the main point to understand is that those traders were the supply. Okay, the whales don't want to take themselves out of the market, so it's very unlikely, in our opinion, that price is going to go down below 25k, because that's counterproductive for whales. They already had run out of supply at around about 22k last time around. Okay, and the fact that they ran out of supply is the reason why price moved higher to create the supply. Okay, so supply had to be created, and that supply has now been exhausted because on certain exchanges price went below that low of 24750. Okay, either way, lots of stops have been run with this move lower, and now what should be the case is that, again, supply exhaustion should have occurred. Okay, I'd be very surprised if supply exhaustion has not occurred, right? And the fear factor will mean that any move between 26k to 29k, it's very unlikely that there's likely to be strong buying here. There does not need to be strong buying for price to move higher. I know that sounds counterintuitive, but basically all the buyers have been taken out of the market apart from the whales. So now we'll be looking at where the orders are likely to be placed next, and the only way in which this market is likely to attract orders is if price goes above 29,600. All the sell side orders have already been taken, right? So I hope this makes sense. All the sell side, all the selling has been exhausted. In order to bring liquidity into the market, price is very likely to go above 29,600. Okay, and most likely with this flush down, retail traders and breakout traders are out of the market. There will now be a new level in which they will re-enter the market, and most likely it's going to be above this level here. Okay, so you're going to get some type of pattern like this, because they were all chopped up here. Okay, all of that supply has been taken, and now supply will come into the market. It may this zone may in fact may start here, but most likely I expect it's going to start here somewhere. Okay. These are not actual price levels. I'm just illustrating the way that the markets work. Okay. So I hope this helps in terms of your understanding of why you need to understand what's happening in the market rather than simply trusting fundamental analysis and late news and late FUD and all of that. Okay. So give this video a thumbs up, share it, subscribe if you like this type of clear, unambiguous price forecasting. Hey, this is Asim at the Chart Experts, wishing you every success. Join us on Patreon, give us a thumbs up, and we'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.